Yes. Are you?
Yeah, man. Born ready. Born ready.
Love them.
So, this book, is it going to be a surprise? Are you
What's going
getting
to be a surprise?
the book? Are you going to get a cut from the author? Are you like trying to promote it?
Uh, no, but I stand by it in the sense that there's so much to learn from there, and
Is
I
it like
definitely
a
flash
self-help
it
book?
to everyone before. It is in a way, yeah. I mean, it more like just breaks down the body by organs and bits, and it tells you about the importance of it and
Oh,
how does it
I think I
function.
know which book this is. This is the book that Cole got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was telling me about this book.
Fantastic book. I don't know why it took me so long to even open it up. I guess I kind of like lost the habit for
Mm.
reading at one point when I got really busy with the PGCE and everything. But now that we're on lockdown, it saved me a lot of time. I mean, like I don't spend so much time traveling to school and back, and going here and there. So I found myself like that little sweet spot, that 1 hour a day, like just before bed, to kind of start reading a little. I'm not fully into the habit yet, but like I've started and it's great. It's like, why do I just load myself with movies and TV shows when there are so many other ways to get that, stimulation? So cool.
Definitely, definitely. But I mean, there's some good TV shows. I think you
Oh,
recommended some to me.
definitely
Some
talk about
great ones.
definitely. We got to talk about some for sure. Oh, show. Um,
What's
do we have this link? I would love to have it out now. So when you, there we go.
Yeah, that's the link. You got it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to send it over now. Yeah.
Oh, welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
hello. Nice to see
Good
you.
to see you too, man. How you been? How's life?
Doing good. Yeah, thanks. You tell me, how's it going for you?
Oh man, life is going good. Life is going good. We are here on Lockdown Live. It's good to get the Multispective team back again.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
Very hot minute. So long, so long. So,
Shout out to Aiden, Linda.
hey
Thanks for
guys,
being here.
good
Yeah,
to
turn
see
it
you
on.
guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support.
Mhm.
So, you want to talk about Multispective a bit before we get started? Like, what is
Yeah,
Multispective?
Yeah, so for those of you that may not have heard about Multispective, we're actually a podcast project. We are a passion project. Three of us have gotten together. That's you, Joseph, me, myself, and we have our wonderful producer and who basically does everything in between for us. And the three of us just get together every once in a while and we interview different people about their lives, about their stories, and we just and basically just have a platform to share these kind of stories and ideas. And usually they end with quite a nice, little insight, I would say, teaching something that they learned from their life experiences. And it's really, really exciting. I mean, so far, all of the interviews that we've had have been really diverse, a huge, diverse range of topics that we've covered. Joseph, why don't you tell us a little bit if you want to add on?
No, yeah, we have covered lots of topics so far. I think how many episodes do we have out officially? Was it 5,
5.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
covered everything from mental health in prisons to becoming a therapist to there's so many episodes and we have so many other episodes coming up, but because of the lockdown, it's been tough. It's been tough to, you know, get the team together. But
Mm-hmm.
we are now here and I'm happy. I'm really happy to see that Multispective is back on it.
Yeah, yeah. I think like because we started off this project on a very live, face to face kind of interaction, and I think that's what really kept that fire and that passion going. But I think that the whole lockdown just happened so suddenly, so random, like so quick, and we had a studio space where we were recording our episodes, and we don't have the equipment right now, so that's sort of taken a bit of a toll on our project. But we did sort of stop there for a minute. But then we thought, hey, like why not share about our experiences here? Like why not create a whole other sort of series? Linda, I see you said that you loved the episode of the girl escaping to Hong Kong.
Oh, it's such a
Yeah,
great
it's a
episode.
really interesting one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eli.
Mila, oh man, she was such wonderful energy and so positive too.
Yeah.
I loved interviewing her. That's what I miss the most, like interviewing people. Like it's so hard not to do it. Like I miss interviewing people. I miss the studio. Shout out to Joe, the producer, who housed us
Yeah.
basically. That was our second home, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I just
Yeah,
miss being there
for sure.
with
Linda,
like
can
a
you tell us a little bit about why you liked that episode so much? Was it something that you felt like resonated with you personally? Um, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. And for me, there were a lot of things that she talked about in there that were very true to me as well. I think that the part where she kind of talked about how just um, there were certain expectations that were kind of set on her, and that she needed to kind of break free from that, and she wanted to do her own kind of thing, and how she sort of just like did it, faced her fears, and just got out of there and found herself in a much better place. Definitely very strong, very courageous. Yeah, she
right.
was full of energy.
Yeah, I mean that whole escape that she did. I think we have a couple of episodes that show people's journey. Like Omar's episode was really good too, and how he found himself after going through what he gone through. So
Mm.
I can't
Yeah,
wait to
it's
interview
a
people
very,
again.
very hopeful, like very inspiring and hopeful kind of story to listen to as well. Because there was that rock bottom was quite low. It was quite a difficult rock bottom, and some people. take really, really long time to come out of it. But, he had that support system, and he had that person who had his back through it. And, it really helped to get through it. And I think that's something that's really important. And I feel like that links really well to this topic of this live lockdown as well. That support network and system is so, so important, especially
Right.
when you're on your own. Um, what has
So do
that
you
been
want to
like?
talk about what we're doing with this lockdown live? What is lockdown live?
Yeah, I mean, we're basically just here to share our experiences with lockdown. There's so many people that, follow us and listen to our episodes and that know about Multispective that don't really know what's going on in Shanghai. And for them, they might have been like, where are the episodes? Like, why have they stopped and everything? So, this is just a whole new kind of stream series that we've decided to start to share the experiences of lockdown. Not only us, we're going to continue to bring that spark of interviewing. So in the future episodes, we plan on bringing other people in. If there's anyone that's in Shanghai that would like to be featured and share their experiences of lockdown, do contact us. We would love to have you in the next few episodes of
All
this
right.
Lockdown Live as well. Yeah.
It's pretty analogous to our first episode, right? Caged Minds, because
Oh,
now
yeah.
the script has been flipped and we're now caged
In a sense.
in a sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, we now get a taste of what it feels like. Not to compare us to a prisoner, but I mean, I haven't left my house in 43 days. It's been a long time.
Yeah. That's hectic. What has that been like for you?
For me, the first few days it was tough, but then finding my footing, like being able to create habits and creating a schedule for me to stay mentally sane. Recently, me and my friends, we've created a workout group, and we all get together on Tencent, and we just work out every day, 7:15 in the morning. Uh, Doing lots of studying, cooking. I haven't cooked in the kitchen because it's so easy to get food. It's so convenient to get food in China
Mm-hmm.
before the lockdown. But now that I have, this kitchen available to me and I have all the time in the world,
Yeah.
just doing lots of cooking. Cook
What
some
about in terms of like resources? Like, how are you getting enough food and supplies? Like, what's that been like for you?
the thing is, I'm the only foreigner living in my compound, and everybody has been like super helpful. I have this one shushu. He reminds me a lot of my dad, and he was just like talk to me in Chinese and telling me, "Yeah, come into this group, and we'll let you know." They're very like caring. It's really nice to see that during this lockdown, people are creating this community, something similar to what we do, right?
Yeah, for
Creating a
sure.
community and letting people feel like they belong. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
nice. What about you? How has lockdown been for you?
I think that I've been also a little bit lucky. There are a couple of foreigners in my building, my compound as well. So been able to, we've actually created another group chat for all the foreigners, and we're able to like discuss with each other because my compound is huge. There's like over 500 people on that group chat, and it's really hard for us to sort of keep in track of like what's going on there. So we created our own chat, and that's sort of where we just get across any ideas, any messages that we need. We share food. We share we do community group orders as well. I think that's one thing that's really interesting about like the whole lockdown situation here, like group order. You order like big packages, and like in that package, you might get vegetables that you didn't quite want, you don't normally cook or eat, but then it's really forced me to try to like figure out ways to make different styles of like dishes that I would not typically make, I guess. Um, so yeah, it's a whole other kind of cooking experience that I've been having.
Right.
But
Kind of like forces you to adapt to like these ingredients, right?
yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah,
the
and like
first time I came to China, it was all about adapting. And once I felt adapted, the lockdown hit. I mean, this is our second lockdown, and then we have to adapt in a different way. And it can be burdensome at times, but
yeah,
it's interesting. I enjoy it kind of. I mean, I
mhm,
don't like being locked in. I want to be out there. I want to like breathe that air, but
yeah,
you're kind of forced to adapt, and it's been
yeah.
helpful. Enjoy it.
I was thinking about this like earlier as well. You know, how when you have the ability to go out and communicate and mix with other people, your inner voice, the inner voice and the inner conversations are kind of silenced a bit because you are out with people and you're mixing ideas with each other, and there's other voices. The voice and the volume around you is so much louder, but when you are locked in, it's like everything else around you is so quiet that the voices in your head get really loud, and you have to be able to practice some kind of sense of like control,
Right.
having those internal dialogues, yet telling yourself that it's going to be okay, because sometimes your mind can really go into like these deep dark corners. I don't know if that's something you can resonate with.
Well, what is the internal dialogue that you have sometimes in your head?
Just things like paranoia.
Hmm.
Feeling like maybe this is not the right place. Maybe I need to get out. Maybe this is going to go on for a really long time, or just like self reflection. Thinking about
Hmm.
the experiences that I've had in the past and have I handled them in the best ways possible, and like having to just reason with myself. I think that's sort of been the biggest sort of thing for me that I guess I would say I've learned.
Right.
Wow.
Have you entertained that idea of possibly leaving because of the situation? Has it occurred in your head?
I will be honest, I have thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The days that it gets really hard, it's just like, well, and the thing is that you don't know if this lockdown can come again. You know what I mean? Like, if they are trying to keep with this zero COVID policy, which is great in its sense, but also at the same time, if we do have another outbreak, is this going to happen all over again? Like, who knows, right?
Right. Right. Who knows? Who knows what will happen next?
Yeah, Aiden, I think a lot of people are struggling with the absence of choice, like the ability to choose to
Oh,
go outside and to do the things that we can. Yeah.
oh, that's a great thought. Hey,
Yeah.
Vicky. Oh, that's amazing.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
good to see that we have our support. We have our
I
multispective
know.
community out here.
This is amazing. There's so much love. Thanks everyone for all your love. This is amazing. This is
Yeah. Apologize again that we've been a little MIA. We
amazing.
took a little COVID hiatus, but
Mhm.
hopefully we come back and we come back strong.
Yeah.
So
And
go ahead.
yeah, and like we hope that with this we can create that platform, that community where we can actually get together and we can share each other's ideas and experiences. One thing that I really like about this whole lockdown is that there's so many different groups that have come together to create, like, just to give support. Like, I have been bombarded with messages in different group chats of like these therapists that are coming out saying, gonna give you a free session, life coaching, therapy sessions for free, just because we know that people are struggling. And that, to me, I mean, like, this is super expensive in China and Asia. So to have this be offered free for people, it just goes to show that people, they care. They want to be there. They want to support. They want to give love. And I don't know, it's little things like this that give me so much faith in humanity.
Right. Right. Going back to that idea of, like leaving, I feel like once you have that, once you have your foundation, you kind of, it's your home now. Because once you
Mm,
have that foundation, that's where you create your home. Your people are here, your community, and you just feel a lot more welcome and more likely to stay. And that's how it's been for me. I've entertained the idea of possibly leaving because, like, when will this end, right? But
yeah,
just knowing that I have like my good friends, I have Multispective here, it's been holding me down. So
for sure. For
very
sure.
happy.
This is amazing. There's so many awesome
There's
messages
so
over
many
here.
people here.
Yeah,
Thank
shout
you,
out, shout out.
Vicky here.
Hey Jayesh, hey Max. What's up?
Jayish is here. What's up, boy?
What
Hey, our episode of you is coming out soon. I promise. You guys do
Mm,
not want to miss Jayish's episode. It is amazing.
fire. It is fire. Yes.
Oh my god, such a great
So,
story.
ladies and gentlemen, everyone that is here, we have arranged a special guest. Joseph, would you
Right.
like to introduce him?
Yeah, so with Lockdown Live, we want to get the experiences of how lockdown has been for them. And thankfully, one of our good friends would like to come up to the show and talk a little bit about his experience during lockdown. And like To be honest, he's been one of my day ones since I came to this new school, and he's been holding me down and part of my workout crew. He's like my mentor. He's a little bit of everything, just a all around great guy. So we have Anthony here today, and he's going to talk a little bit about his experiences in Shanghai, being in lockdown here.
Hey, super
What's
talented.
what's up,
How are
Anthony?
you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me. Man, you're gonna make me
Oh,
blush
Yo,
talking
thanks
like
for
this,
being
man.
here.
oh,
Like, yeah,
stop it, brother! No need to
you've been
blush.
like you've been mentoring me, man. That's what I'm saying, you know?
No,
But I just
and
want to say you guys are doing a fantastic job. Like, you guys are so professional, and I'm really impressed. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you.
thank you. I mean, it's an honor and a blessing to have you here, man. I've always wanted you to be a part of the podcast,
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. I'm so glad to be
and
here. I got time.
unfortunately,
So.
yeah, unfortunately, it has to be during lockdown. But I mean, you had some great experiences during lockdown. Like you've told me some hilarious stories. Uh, would you like to talk about what your experiences has been
Yeah,
during
man.
lockdown?
Like what you guys have said, like it's been tough, definitely for everyone. And as a foreigner, it's hard to buy things because we can't read Chinese, right? And it's good that we have group buying and all that stuff. But at the beginning, the first week was super tough. Like everyone was trying to get as much groceries as they can, and then all the sites start closing. I couldn't get Ulama, like the delivery apps, they all stop, and that's been feeding me my 10 years in Shanghai, you know? So I was freaking out a little bit. But then, yeah, just like the neighbors were really kind. And then, and one funny thing, like Jay, we talked about, like people
Yeah,
put you in a big group of the building and the community, but they don't refer to you as your name anymore. They don't say like at Joseph or at Jenica. They call me by my house number. And then like it's like
Yeah.
it's like a prisoner, you know. I got my number, like, you know.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true.
and you brought up a funny thing because prisoners do have yard time. They can go
Yeah.
out, they can breathe that fresh air.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's kind of worse than being a prisoner, right? I mean, not to hate on
Hey, we
prisoners.
get technology though, and we get to communicate with each other. So
That's
I'm just
true.
saying,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'll throw that there.
And
Yeah,
then like as teachers, we've been teaching online, right? So and I teach grade one kids, so they're really, really young. So there are lots of obstacles that we have to go through, you know, because kids are not good with computers. Hell, like I'm not good with computers, you know. Like I got like it's so hard to tell the kids to mute their mics when I'm talking because they don't even know what to press, you know,
right.
like they don't even space bar is, you know. And then just like telling them to turn on cameras because I need to see what's going on. Like if I don't see them, these kids are like probably off doing something else. Or I see them like jumping around, like dancing, eating, you know, like eating ice cream right in front of me, you know, when I'm like about to snap and then like the kids are just eating a chocolate ice cream in front of me when I got like no food. Like it's
Yeah.
just, you know.
We have a
I'm
question
sure
from
you guys
Max.
have some.
How did
Sorry?
JD work out for you? What is that?
Question from Max. What's your
What
relationship with JD?
Oh man, guys, don't trust JD, man. Like JD is like a like online shopping
Right.
website.
Yeah.
So they promised everyone that yeah, we'll reopen, we're gonna get you food. So I was so excited. I told every one of my friends like, "Yo, get on JD right now. Order, order, order." After I've been
I was
eating
wondering this.
vegetarian for like 2 weeks, right? And then nothing came. I've been looking at my app every morning about it, but
Mhm.
yeah, you starve, you get JD. You better off trusting your neighbors and the group
Yeah.
buy. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I
Because
tried
that's
I
the
tried
first.
Upper Market today just to get some basics, like running out of milk, running out of eggs, and Upper Market. It showed like they had availability of everything, but then when I clicked to check out, it said pick your date, and like the closest was like May 13th. I was like, okay, well, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna wait. Yeah, it's crazy at this
Yeah.
point.
For like the first few weeks, I remember just trying to like get on an order, and people were just telling me these different tips, like log in at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll be able to get and secure groceries. But like it never worked for me, and you wouldn't even be able to order. There was not an option. It was
Yeah.
blanked out. You couldn't even hit order. But once Anthony was like, "Yo, hit up JD," and like I saw his cart, and I got so jealous. I was like, "Dude, really?" So then I started telling everybody like, "Yo, Anthony's got some stuff from JD." So I picked up some stuff. I'm still waiting on like my 5 liters of oil that I never got. Bottle of whiskey, but it's been like a month. I have not received it yet.
Aiden offered
Even
a pretty good piece of advice. He said a bit of barter trading could help. You know, he traded in his goods for other goods. So, you know, that's another option, I guess, right?
The bartering system, right?
Oh,
Anthony, were you bartering a bit?
yeah, man. A can of Coke can get you a lot, man. Everyone wants.
What'd you get with a can of Coke?
Yo, I got like a bag of rice for just a few cans of Coke. It was crazy. Like,
Bro,
I was
Actually,
starving.
think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I got
crazy.
no rice cooker too. I learned how to cook rice in a pot. So like I was pretty proud of that.
Did it come out all right the first try?
Oh no. Turned out
Stovetop
like
rice?
congee. It was all watery. But then takes trial and error. I still had to eat it, you know, like I was scared of running out of food, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Do you know the
water
Asian
levels?
way? There's an Asian tip of cooking rice. So like when you cook your rice, you fill up the water. I learned this from my mom. You have to like put your finger, and the bottom of your finger should touch the rice, and the water should like touch the first indent on your finger.
Yep,
And that's
that's what my mom
perfect
told me too. Oh,
perfect
shout out
amount
to
of water.
mom.
And when you cook the rice, you got to cook it on low heat, and it
Yeah.
just comes out perfect.
So what if you like a basketball player with gigantic hands? So you have to cook a lot of rice.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. Good point.
Hey man, my mom's tip works, man.
Yeah.
It
No
works
matter
for
how
me,
big
too.
your hand
I've been
is.
doing that. Yeah. Yeah. And if you want
But
good
then-
flavored water, add a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt in there too. Makes it really delicious.
Cole thinks this is 1925. He wants us to use a rice cooker. My bad, Cole. We don't have that luxury, man. We just have a stovetop.
Oh gosh, no, but I agree with the barter trade. I mean, I've had people here where, like, you know, I'm offering a bit of salt to get like some basic necessities over here. I'm out of shampoo. I'm running out of things. Really, really, it's crazy here.
What have you bartered? What have you bartered, Jenica?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm
So I was lucky that I had like 3 big bags of salt, so I was able to give away 1 bag of salt for some veggies. You know, this school also sent like really amazing packages of like food, but I'm vegetarian, so some of the meat that I received, I was able to swap them out for other vegetables. So it's like little things like that that sets you ahead, I guess. But
That's
yeah.
What
It's
are
fun.
some
You
things
know what?
you
Look,
guys
we
really
are
need?
right in the middle of history. Like, if you think about it, it's pretty amazing because this is going to go down in history, and we are living amidst that. We can talk about this like firsthand, which is, I mean, it's pretty amazing if you think
Yeah.
about it that way.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When we think about this retrospectively, like in the future, man, you know how like adults say, like these grown-ups say, oh, you do not know how childhood was like back in the day, or how my past was
Back in my
the
day, yeah.
And when we get to that point in that age, I'm gonna be like, yo, you do not know what it's like. You do not know what I had to go through.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited for that moment when I
Yeah.
grow older.
Hey, that's a really good question though. Like toilet roll, toiletries, that kind of stuff. Like legit issues. But we've been lucky to get some basic supplies from the government as well. I don't know if you guys have gotten some government stipends, but you know, every week, I don't know, it depends on different compounds, but they do send like toilet rolls and tissue paper and like some basic necessities there. So yeah, I guess I've been pretty okay in that sense. What about for you guys?
I got some food from the government, but some of the food, like the potatoes, are green and was starting to sprout. So I had to ask friends if I can eat it. I was told not to. But then I learned how to cook eggplants now. Like I used to never. I rarely cook, to be fair, but then now I learned how to cook it with eggplants and just ate a lot more veggie. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
but what
So
are
what
some
has
stuff that
been
you guys need?
for me?
Yeah.
What I need. I mean, I've got everything pretty much. I can't think of anything that I'm missing. Like, I mean, the oil has come by. The government gave me oil so I can cook with. I was like really sparing my oil for the longest. I'm trying to think of something that I don't have, but
Mhm.
so far everything has been good for me. What
Yeah.
about you?
Any
Yeah.
any cravings? Like, what do you guys want?
Cravings.
Yeah.
I haven't had a burger in so
Yeah.
long.
Oh my
McDonald's,
God. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
burger really. Even from like what's that one chicken spot in China that's really popular?
Burger.
Chicken spot.
Oh,
Chicken.
Fat Cow. Is it Fat
No,
Cow?
it's everywhere. It's worse than Fat Cow. It's just like super fast food. It's like drunk
Oh,
food.
right.
Even that burger, any burger would be great. What are you craving, Anthony?
Uh, ice cream. That's like my guilty pleasure.
Oh God, God, tell me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
Yeah. That's a
We did get
luxury right now.
recently some chocolates though, so that's been a huge blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Never ever thought I would actually go back and say, I mean, thank you for giving me chocolate, like actually enjoying it to that kind of extent. Huh?
Yeah.
So you said that you learned how to make rice, you learned how to make eggplants. Anything
Hmm.
else that you learned over this month, this past
I
month?
learned a lot about myself, I guess. A lot of time to reflect because
Nice.
it's don't not much to do, right? So I did some
Mhm.
meditating, so that helps, and then just
Oh, very cool.
really good friends, like just going into 10-cent meetings and just having happy hours with my friends, and that really helped me mentally, just staying together as a community, like a group of friends.
Yeah,
Still not the same as being face to face, so in person.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 No, I agree. I mean, we get on that 10-cent meeting like every week, and I mean, it's nice just to see my friend's face, but that physical aspect is not there. I feel like something's always missing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's great. I do enjoy it. Like we get on a 10-cent meeting till like 3 in the morning, and it's lots of
Wow.
fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just being there physically, something about them being there in my vicinity, it changes. It's a little different when it's all online.
yeah. Have you ever tried to attend any of those like evening events that they organize? Like they have like concerts and stuff, like online concerts that they've been
Really?
arranging for people. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Where like there are these different like apps and programs where you can join these groups and then you can actually get placed on a table and you can move around from table to table and you can even stand near the stage and like you can and then when it's time for the person to sing like it's all live so it's all happening in front of you but it's pretty cool. I mean, like people are coming up with ways to create this whole online world and make it as realistic as possible, which I'm finding. Hey, me and Joseph had this conversation last time about imagine a world where the whole world was just like fully online and we had no more face to face, like, or a need at least for face to face interaction.
Like
And
VR, right?
we are kind of starting to see that transition in the sense that like I think our generation, like we were still raised at a time where that face-to-face interaction was really important, but the younger years, they are so tech savvy in a sense that they even I don't know, maybe like enjoy the online world and can gain like a lot from the online world, maybe even more than in their private lives. Um, so imagine that, like imagine a world that was all
I
online.
can see that happening. Yeah, for sure. I can.
Yeah, I don't know,
That's the
man. It just
future.
sounds
Yeah.
so dystopian. It sounds like, 1984 book. I don't want to be like all online. It just seems, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have as much freedom. It would be like an illusion of freedom?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
um,
I guess what I mean is like for some people, their online presence is more real than their real life kind of situations. I mean, so many kids I've spoken to in the past when I've worked in previous schools as well, like experience so much live bullying, like bullying in school, having like, not being sort of feeling accepted by their community. And, but then online, on the online platforms, like they can be who they want. They can create that avatar and be exactly what they want. And so many of them are actually have created a good community that cares for them, that loves them online, and that they almost kind of prefer to be on that kind of in that kind of digital world, right? And in a place like China, I feel like it is very possible. Like it's so easy to order whatever you need, handle all your banking stuff online. You can get deliveries like this. I mean, apart barring the lockdown. So I don't know. It's just a interesting world that we're heading towards.
So yeah, it sounds like Ready Player One. I mean, Ready Player One
Yeah.
was awesome, but I do not know if I can like live in Ready Player One yet.
Mhm.
Anthony, what else have you been doing? So you've been meditating, you've been self-reflecting, you've been playing your guitar a bit, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of time to play guitar. I don't think my neighbors really like me because I'm just pretty loud. And then
Touch with
and I
your
like to play at night. So yeah, so it just helps, saying out loud. And then Jay, Max, and Joe, you guys helped me write a song together. And just it was so much fun. It's so much
It's
fun
such a good
writing
song.
song. Yeah.
Do you
Like
think you
I am
can
ready for the world to
write
hear
that with
this
your?
song because
Yeah,
this
did
thing is
you?
gonna
Did
go
you?
viral. Like, bro, you've got a voice of an angel, man.
Nah, thank you. You're making me blush, man.
Nah, stop that, man. Stop that.
No, but I
Do you,
cringe every time I hear myself play, though. That's the thing. Yeah.
do you want to talk about
um,
what this song is about? Like, what is this song?
yeah, tell us about this new song
Yeah.
that.
So the song is about just what's going on in my life right now, our life, because we wrote this together, right?
Right.
And then I was playing Bruno Mars when I was your man a lot, like, and it was becoming depressing. So I was like, you know what? Let's change up the lyrics. Let's make it fun. And
Mhm.
then, and I love the tune. The tune is fantastic. And then at first I started it, and then I messaged Joe and Max like, "Yo, boys, like, can you guys are the funniest guys I know? Like, can you guys check it out? Like, give me some inputs." And then
Mhm.
it just turned into a pretty good song. Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
Yeah. Like
Oh yeah.
literally, you messaged me, I think it was Saturday, like 2 days ago, and you were like, yo, I'm trying to write a song. And I'm like, dude, I am down completely. And it just turned to magic. Me, you, Max, we're just a great team. Like
Yeah,
that the
it was
album
so
is
much
coming out
fun too. Yeah, yeah,
Shout out! Shout out!
Would you like to play a little snippet of it? What do you think?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
So,
Awesome,
all right,
Joe.
all right.
Would you like
So,
to show it,
yeah, producer Joe, Mr. Mills, what do you
Mr.
think?
Bill? Show it over. Show it over.
So, guys, this is a snippet. It's not the whole song because we're gonna tease it. All right.
All right. Sorry, guys. It was working just a minute ago. We will try it again.
Joe, I have it on mine. Maybe I can share it. Give me a moment. Let me share this. All right. Let me share my screen. Joe, let me through.
So it's a showstopper of a song. Sorry about this, guys.
Little technical difficulties, guys. Bear with us. Bear with us.
It's all good.
Um,
It's all good.
In the
The song.
meantime, just scrolling back and looking at some questions. Really missed this podcast, though. Any idea when they will be back? We are actually working on it right now, trying to see if we can arrange some equipment to be able to record the episodes and have them up. But ASAP, we know that you guys are waiting for it, so we will try to get on it as soon as possible up for you guys. And
Yeah, let's see. Reminds me of Pitch Perfect. The movie.
yeah, positives. Quite a lot of positives, I would say. A lot of growth, I would say. Learned a bunch of new skills. Joseph, positives.
Positives.
Max.
All right, guys. Sorry. Okay, let me share the screen. You guys should be able to hear it. Jen, can you hear me?
No, no. Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's hear this.
Been wearing this same stained shirt for 3 days now. My hope, my faith, it is just not the same. Overpriced deliveries from all over town. All I've got is cabbage, it is such a shame. And all I hear is Chulai Joka Swan. Teaching online is not the life. Muted mics and turn off cameras. And please don't dance. Eating while I'm teaching. When they get the chance. Eating chocolate ice cream when I'm about to scream. Goddamn, now I've got this lettuce leaf. No milk, no bread, no plans.
All right, guys. That is a little snippet of what we're going to get into. We're not going to play the whole thing because we really want to tease you with it.
That is amazing. I love it so much, Anthony. And I feel like
Thank
it's
you.
something that so many people can resonate with. Like
I'm
cabbages.
blushing. Thank you.
Made me laugh.
A single leaf.
Tell
Oh,
us a
man.
little bit about the idea behind this. Like, how did you guys come up with the lyrics, and how did you guys, like put it together?
It's just one morning. I was just like, I'm tired of playing like sad songs. You know, I gotta change my mood. You know, so I was like, let's just try to make it fun and just relate to what's been going on. You know, and then Jay and Max, you guys wrote a lot of this too. You know, and then I'm just like, I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 days. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, like, so
Yeah.
that's what's been happening. You know, yeah.
That's so true. I mean, yeah, wearing the same shirt for 3 days is probably something most of us in here can like relate to. I think that's what I really liked about this song. It's just that it is so relatable. Like it is so true to the lives in Shanghai. Like I don't even think that if a lockdown happened anywhere else, there would just be this much cabbage like arriving to your
Cabbages.
like Shanghai. It's amazing. It's so cool. What was that Chinese line that you said? Shulai, something, something?
Shulai Zhuo Swan is when like the guards will have this big microphone and it just keeps repeating Shulai Zhuo Swan, Shulai Zhuo Swan, and I'm like, oh my god, and that's all I hear. You know, like it wakes me up. They did it like 5 in the morning one time, and then I just kept hearing it and it just gave me a headache. So I was like, that's all I hear. That's what I put in lyrics. Yeah.
So smart. 猪来做核酸，核酸 is do the
Yeah.
test, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
with the
True eyes
testing.
come out. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Hey,
All I gotta
you.
say is when we were doing this, like, I don't know if you know what I mean when I say flow. Like when you get into something and you feel like you're in the zone, like nothing else matters. Like I haven't felt that in so long since I've been stuck in here. When you get into that creative flow state, that's what I felt like when we were creating this, and I missed it so much. Like just creating things. I had this with Multispective and just like bouncing ideas off with the team, but just like being at home stuck for like those 40 days for so long, I just felt like I didn't have that creative space. But when you hit me up and like you and Max, we just, you know, at points we were just like arguing with each other, like what words we should use. Like, no, we can't use this word. It was just like this flow state that I miss so much. And
You guys got to get me in on the next song, man. I'd love to.
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
Like my next
you can sing.
idea. My next
Oh
You
idea
should
yeah,
is
sing,
like,
Jen. You've
for
got a voice.
sure.
yeah.
No, I agree though. Like I feel like Joseph, you have always been, you've always thrived on a very creative kind of like environment. And like that's kind of when you are in your element, you are at your best, you are happy and joyful. And yeah, I did notice that over this last few weeks when we'd speak, you were like a little bit like down and just like, I want to be productive, like make the most of this time because man, it's been a while, and it's hard to just not feel productive in such a time, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me be a part of that, Anthony. I really enjoyed
No,
it. And I hope we continue to create more.
Yeah.
that's so much fun. That's so much fun. Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Anthony, for being a part of this interview as well.
No problem. You guys doing a fantastic job. I'm honored to be here. Thank you, guys.
yeah, you guys got to check out that new song. It's going to come out soon. So keep your ears peeled. We hope to have it out real soon. We're going to really produce it, and it's going to be a lot more presentable.
Yeah.
The whole song is hilarious.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for being with us. So we have a little more time. Maybe we can get some interaction with the audience. Maybe someone can type up some questions.
We also wanted to address that we were planning on putting together an event, the launch party, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of. We are still being hopeful. We will try to see what's going on, and we'll discuss about what's going to happen with that. I think everything is really just dependent on the whole lockdown situation right now. So once the city is open again, then we will be back in full force for all of you guys.
Aiden has a great question. Tell us what's the thing you're looking forward to most when this is over. What are you looking forward to, Jen?
I'm just looking forward to coming out and just meeting all of you guys and giving you all a huge hug and just being around all of you again, seeing my students as well. Like they were such a joy in my life as well. So being able to sort of just be around all of you guys to reignite the Multispective spark and just, basically that's about it. Just to be able to see everyone in flesh again. What about you?
Me, I am looking forward to, dude, just like walking around, like running. I miss running so much. I enjoy it like when I go on a run and listening to music, but I can't do that. Like the only walking I get to do, I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to hang out with my friends and see them physically and just like hang out with them, but going on a run, like the only walking that I do is just walking to my gate and walking back to my, my door, and it's literally 200 steps.
Yeah.
So I miss it so much.
Yeah.
That eating out with my friends.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it.
Just like sitting, ordering food.
Yeah.
Aiden said rink.
I do. I think like one of Shanghai's strength has always been it's like wine and dine, like the restaurants and the venues and the spaces here, right? And Yeah, just one of those things, right?
Yeah. Oh, Allison said
Some
8 pints, and
geography.
Aiden said Rink. Those are my two favorite places in Shanghai. I miss it
Yeah.
so much. Shout out to Carson. Carson and Arvin, always holding it down for us. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're listening to us, but Carson, Arvin, we love you. We miss you. We get to see you soon. Okay, we have a question from Cole. In your eyes, what is a productive 24 hours in lockdown? What are you doing and at what time? That is a great question.
Yeah, down to the hour. Uh,
24 hours. Do I have to be awake for this whole time? I feel like I'd be exhausted. Are you sleeping, Cole? I'm worried about you, man.
Why don't you answer
So,
this question first?
me, 24-hour in lockdown, what is the most productive? I say, I'm not going to do 24 hours. I'd say 7, maybe 6 to 10 o'clock at night. So, like 6, get up, have my coffee, do my workout with my workout crew, and then, I mean, teach. I do enjoy teaching. Uh, I do have fun, but I wish I was like teaching back in a classroom where I can like actually interact. What Anthony was saying, like the kids are just so like naughty at times, they don't listen. But after like working and doing all my work, I'd say cooking like a nice dinner,
Yeah.
cooking a curry. I am like obsessed with
Yeah.
Thai curries. Cooking a curry, chill out, have a beer. What
Yeah.
else? Do some reading, practice my Chinese. I guess that's as productive. That's what I've been
Yeah.
doing as
I
of
like
lately.
it.
What is the most productive, or what is your productive day in lockdown?
So for me, like I'm always on some kind of project or some kind of endeavor or the other. So, it'll either be like right now I'm doing my PGCE and that takes up quite a lot of my time, like trying to get, all my stuff together for that. But if it's not, then I'm always on some course or the other. So, Joe, feel free to post this when you get a chance as well. But, there are a couple of websites and I even recommended this to Cole earlier. edX, edx.com. There's also Coursera.com where you can do like free courses like on anything and everything. So whatever topic that you're interested in, you just like click in, type in, you can start a course and usually they're collaborations with different universities around the world. So there was this before I did my PGCE to be productive. I did a course on child protection social work because that was something that really was considering at some point doing like my master's on or something. So I went on and did a course, and somewhere in the middle of the course, I was like, I want the certification. Like I want to get the full certificate. So then you just pay a small fee and you can actually get that certificate. But there are other courses that you can do just to build a skill or to learn a new skill, and you don't have to pay a single dollar if you don't need that certificate for it. So I'm always on something else or the other, reading a book. I try to read for a bit as well. I try to get a workout in there. But I completely agree with you. Some downtime is really important. And that downtime is, either some meditation or just lying there in peace and not looking at any like technology for a bit, or just, taking it easy, really, like just being
Mm.
one with yourself. I think that's one of the key takeaways that I've taken from this time, because heck, like before the lockdown happened, I was just I was doing so many things. It was overwhelming. I'd go to school and then after school we'd meet either for Multispective or I'd be, volunteering or doing something else or the other. And I would get home at 1 a.m. and then start my day all over again. And it was just this was a reality check, like time for you to just like knock back and like take it easy, like spend some time with yourself, get some sleep. So I think I'm trying to do a little bit more of that as well. Just
Yeah, man. I remember when we were not in lockdown, you were so busy. Like you could even like just making time for Multispective. I know you always put Multispective above everything else, but it was just so hard to get a hold of you sometimes.
yeah,
You're always productive. You mentioned a book. You said you wanted to talk about a book. What book you reading?
I love it. You finally did it, huh? You asked. Cole, thank you again.
Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Cole.
Shout out to Cole. You introduced me to this book, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to it. You actually Cole gave this to me for Christmas, but I was in the middle of like a lot of other things going on, so I didn't have the time to open it. But I have finally started this book, and it is a game changer, guys. Like, if you get a chance, it's called The Body by Bill Bryson. It's really good. It just breaks down each and every organ of your body, and it talks about the functions, the use of it, the importance of it, what it's there for. And it's just it's so filled with facts, and it teaches you so much about how to love and care for yourself. Like, what do you need to do to take care of yourself? You finished it? Of course, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's a really good book. I've actually taken a highlighter and started like highlighting bits and pieces that I find to be really interesting. So yeah.
Nice. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah. We should wrap up now. It has been about an hour. But for those of you that are interested or would like to be, we're going to be having more of these lockdown live sessions. If you would love to share your story with us, please do contact us either on the Multispective community. We'll put our links down there. You can join you can contact us on the Multispective community. Our Instagram is multispective.org. Facebook is Multispective. Or you can even email us, info@multispective.org, and just let us know you'd like to be part of it. We do this slightly different. It's just really chill. You just tell us you want to be on it, and then we'll have you on. So nice and easy.
Yeah, man. We would love to get some more experiences from lockdown. So please contact us through any of the formats, and we would love to have you here. I miss having this, this format where we get to talk with other people. So it would be so great to have you part of the Multispective community and sharing your story and your experiences during lockdown. So hopefully same time next week, we can possibly get someone else to come up here.
Yeah.
Feel free to message us. And again, thank you so much for the support, guys. It's really amazing. When we were making this podcast, we don't really see who is viewing us, but just like looking down at all these comments, it's really nice. It's yeah.
Thanks for all the love, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.